Okay, good afternoon, geometry period 3 and 4. I've had a couple questions on how to use the calculator to solve the problems on the worksheet. So I picked number 1 and we're gonna go through it. All right, so number 1 on your worksheet shows a right triangle with legs 27 and 36 and a hypotenuse of 45. Leg 27, leg 36, hypotenuse 45, right triangle. So, to find the measure of angle A, and I'm just going to pick A, we can do angle C also. You have 3 options. You can use any one of your sine, cosine, or tangent ratios to find the measure of angle A. However, being that we know the length of the sides, we're actually going to use the arc sine, arc cosine, or arc tangent, or inverse sine, inverse cosine, or inverse tangent as our text refers to them. Now on the calculator, to accomplish this task, if you're going to use the inverse sine function, the first thing you're going to do, of course, is turn your calculator on, clear it, hit the second key, and then the sine key. And then you'll see sine, -1, a little invert -1 up on top, and then you'll type in what you need. Now, sine is a relationship between for angle A, the sine of angle A, is the opposite side over the hypotenuse. Hopefully you guys have figured out now that sines and cosines take on values between -1 and 1, and tangent can go from to infinity if it wants to. Anyway, more to follow on that. So when you do your calculator, you'll find out that if you do that and hit the enter button, you'll get 53.13. Now you can go through and do this exact same operation for inverse cosine and inverse tangent. So long as you pick the right pieces, like cosine, that would be the adjacent over the hypotenuse. And inverse tangent would be opposite over adjacent for angle A. You will find that it doesn't matter what ratio you choose, sine, cosine, or tangent, for this particular right triangle, you will find that angle A measures 53.13, 53.13, or 53.13 degrees. How about that? Now let's have a look at the calculator and see how this really works. All right, so I've turned it on and I have cleared it. Now I'm going to go through the first step. If I want to find the measure of the angle and I know the length of the sides, second inverse. I don't know if you can see the tiny little sine -1, inverse sine, inverse cosine, inverse tangent. Now when you get this, that's your clue. Say, hey, I need the measure of the legs, okay? And the measure of legs we're going to use is 36, because that's the opposite, over the hypotenuse, 45. If I hit enter, the measure of angle A is 53.13 degrees. And you do the same thing for cosine and the same thing for tangent.